Today we're going to be replacing our old dining room light fixture chandelier. After you've successfully turned off your power and checked that the light doesn't turn on, then you can go ahead and start removing it. Ours, you'll just need some pliers to loosen up. Well, if you want to, you can take a picture so that you know how your wires are assembled. But you'll just want to start loosening the wires. Again, make sure your power is off.
So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna just take the whole bracket off here just to be able to remove everything easily. If you have two people, it's great to have someone else hold the light. It does get kind of heavy. So with this chandelier that we got, it gave us a long chain. So depending on how tall your ceilings are and how long you want it to hang or how high, you can go ahead and there's these adjustable links here. So you can take them off and just set them however long you want the chandelier to hang. Again, we're going to do a little shorter, and we're going to tie it off. And then we're just going to go ahead and just kind of remove these other links here, just kind of stretch them out and be able to pop them off. And you'll notice that our wire is also very, very long. So what we're going to have to do here is kind of figure out how long we want the chandelier to hang, and then cut off some of the wire here so that we don't have so much excess wire behind our mounting bracket. So we're gonna go ahead and try and address that now. All right, so the next thing we wanna do is we have our mounting bracket that came with the chandelier. So we just wanna attach it to the junction box here. So we're gonna feed the wires through the middle just so that we are able to attach those later on. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and secure the mounting bracket with the junction box. One thing you wanna do is just make sure that your junction box is going to be strong enough to hold chandelier. We should be good there. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw these guys in. Now that we've got our mounting bracket connected to the junction box, we know that it's nice and snug. We can go ahead and start attaching our wires to the chandelier, and then we can continue from there. So now that we have our chandelier wires ready to go, we're going to connect our white wires to each other, and then we're going to put the cap on, and that will make sure that it stays nice and snug. One thing you want to do is as you twist it, you want to make sure that it's going to go in the same direction as the cap. So when you tighten the cap, it's just going to continue to tighten the wires together. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. So now we're going to connect the black wires, and on here it's kind of hard to tell. There's some white paint on it, but you can see underneath that it's black. It looks like someone, as they were building the house, just painted over it or something. And so we're going to do the same thing, just attach the wires together, and then we'll put the cap on. Now we've got those two attached. The last thing that we want to do is attach our grounding wires, which we have here. If you don't have a grounding wire in your junction box, there should be a grounding screw that's green. We won't be using that today. So we'll go ahead and just connect these wires. So now that they're tight, we're just gonna go ahead and give it a little snug. It looks like everything's staying in place pretty good. Just give it a couple more twists here just in case. And then now what we're going to want to do is just try and get all of these wires up out of the way so that we've got our mounting here that we have these two screws coming down. We just want to poke those through here and then put the caps on. But now the tricky part is going to be, again, getting these wires to fit up in the junction box or wherever they'll go. But now we've got these two caps that came with it. This is what's gonna hold everything together. So we're gonna get those, tighten them on, make sure they're nice and snug. So now we can let the chandelier down. It looks like everything's holding okay. Now that we have the chandelier mounted and it's secured in the bracket, we should be good to just go ahead and put light bulbs in and then test to see if it works. Something else to tip, the light bulbs that we got came with these little white gloves. By not touching the bulb, it extends their life. There's oils on your hand, it can ruin the bulb. So something to think about as you are installing light bulbs for your house or your headlights in your car. Now we went and flipped the power back on and we can see that it's working here, so we'll go ahead and put the rest of the bulbs in. But as you can see, it's a pretty simple job. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to Big Eye Repairs.